is out of the way. Let's see. Go ahead and this up. So my tool right there.
We've got a newcomer.
Alright, cool. Oh, let's see. Make sure I got that stuff set up.
Who dares to stand mayhem?
Yeah, buttons. Let's see. Yes. Alright. Alright. Let's see. Alright. What time is it right now? Alright. Let's see. Just wait a little bit, and people should be coming in here pretty soon. But yeah, we'll start in 4 minutes. That way it's even time at 8 o'clock. Let's see. Yep, got all this information here. Sure. How you been, man? It's been a minute.
The old Poppy White thing is my life right now.
Shoot, alright. Shoot.
Sitting there in the kitchen looking back at me like, you're feeble. Yeah, new dog owner, so it's a bit of a challenge, but it's fun. I enjoy him being around.
Sure, alright. Yo, what's going on, everybody in the chat? Thanks for tuning in. We're gonna start in a couple minutes. Just waiting for others to get on in here. So, like, get some people time to chill in here. Yeah, I got noticed. It's like,
Please.
Still got some leveling up to do, though.
Oh, we all.
I know, right? Shoot. But yeah, that's pretty much what we're here for, though.
I'm gonna teach you guys some Mr. Chipp Zanuff. Give away a couple of trade secrets, maybe.
Yep. Pretty much, yeah. Like, pretty much, everybody welcome to the chat. You know, yeah, your boy Shinsen on the mic, and with me is Kenso.
Hello.
Yep. And, pretty much, we're gonna go over pretty much an Xrd shit today. Pretty much we're gonna do a basic cover of what the character can do, capable of, a couple of his normals, special moves, neutral, and the mindset behind playing this character.
Very important.
See, quite a couple important things, honestly. So, let's see. Also, we will be taking questions in the chat. So,
tons of questions.
See,
fire away.
Yep. So, like, pretty much as we're doing a tutorial, we'll, as we take small breaks here and there, we will be looking over if there are any questions in the chat are asked. We have quite a bit of knowledge with Kenso here. He's been playing this character for many iterations of the game.
Guilty Gear
And then, I myself have been putting a lot of time in with the character. I don't have quite a lot of experience, but I have a lot. No, I have a little bit I can toss out here and there. You know, this tutorial probably won't take no more than an hour. We don't want to overload people with like stuff to begin to just to start off with. Plus, we may do some other things some other time. Like, plus I know like it's 8 o'clock over here, so it's getting killed up. No, people got stuff to do. It's like Thursday right now, so you know. So yeah, we'll keep it short tonight. Let's see. But mhm. But yeah, with that being said, I think we can go ahead and we're just gonna go ahead and get started and let's see, go over quite a couple. We're just gonna go over the normals first off. Basic, just simple stuff here.
Chip. Versus Chip. Get ready to
Lexi, please.
Let's see. Alright. Let's see. Whoop, trophies. Cool. Alright, so pretty much character, Chipp Zanuff. As you already may know, he is a very mobile speedster type character. Let's see, this character has a lot of fast normals. He has a triple jump. Let's see, and of course, he has a jump, and then at the air dash, and then he can jump out of that as well. So this character just has all the movement ability. Let's see, so
Movement out is pretty quick. And like, just to follow up on that, the legacy of the game, Chip's been able to just move around and just be extremely evasive in positions where you would normally block with a certain character. Every other character with him, he's just like, nope, see you later, or teleport. He's just got so many movement options that, yeah, he's just got a short life. He got a short life because he has the ability to be very evasive. Very, very beautiful.
yeah, absolutely right. I agree. Let's see, so pretty much with that, we're gonna go ahead and start things slow with a breakdown of just the character normals. You have Chipp's 5P. This guy here is 3 frames. It's only active for 1, but very fast. You can pretty much, just jump into it. Also, this guy is +1 on block, if I'm looking at the frame data correctly. Let's see. But yeah, pretty much good way to get things started. To like get little things going for that quick little knockdown if necessary. Now, next thing you have 5K here. This guy is 5 frames. Has a little decent range or whatnot. Also jump cancelable. See, it is -3, but it's jump cancelable, so you can, if need be, if you aren't having a couple issues confirming or whatnot.
This move actually stuffs a lot of ways. Like, it's extremely good at that, and the big change to it in this game that they say they can't hear me?
They can't hear you. Can't hear you that well. Okay, let me do some let's fix some stuff here. Let's see. Audio. Where you at? Sorry about that. Thought I took care of that. Let's see.
I won't say it on the stream, but that's pretty hilarious. Shout out to the boy, young Sim.
Alright. Let's see. Shouldn't have.
I want to make the game quieter.
Let's see. Can you hear him now?
Hello. Chipp Zanuff is the best ninja in existence. Or maybe I can just move my microphone a little bit closer. Try not to be too close to it because I know it can get a little distorted if I do.
Alright. Yeah, I kind of had like game audio kind of up there. I turned it down a little bit. So maybe they can hear you a little better. Not sure. Let's see.
Hello, everybody. Am I more?
Okay.
Much better. Okay.
Much better. Good. Alright, so I'm sorry about that. Could you go ahead and explain about 5K again?
Yeah. So 5K, it's really, really good at stuffing lows. Really, really strong. Like I said, 5 frames. The -3 it's really irrelevant in conjunction with everything else that he can do after it.
Yeah.
And a big buff is the fact that it goes into 5P. So there are instances where you can catch jumps and then convert and or use that as like the old school crouch block moves. Going to throw.
Oh yeah.
But now he can like can go into it now. So it's really strong in setting up throws, catching people preemptively jumping. So you can catch their jump startup frames because of that.
See. See. Definitely. I could definitely see that. Yeah, definitely for sure. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, one of my favorite normals. Close S. This guy here is +2 in this version. It comes out in 4 frames. It's active for 2. This guy here is no. You just pretty much do a little bit of pressure here, like a dash pressure, and it cranks up the guard gauge as the risk gauge, as you can see. It's quite scary. Like, hold on, let's see. Like that's a lot. That's a lot of risk gauge going up, or just for blocking. A normal that's +2. Let's see. Let's see. See. Like it just like no. It's a lot of things you can pretty much go into it. Like, but it's pretty much like no. You can use it for like frame traps or whatnot. See. Also, no links into your sleep. So if you get that hit, knocked down or whatever, you can get your Oki setup going. Let's see. Pretty sure there's more about that. Kenzo, you got something to say for it? Hello? Let's see. Alright. I can't hear him. That's really odd. Did my Skype die? Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Hey, Kevin, can you hear me? Hello? Oh, man. Yeah, bro. I can't hear you. If you can hear me, I cannot hear you. Um, see.
Check.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
That was really random. My microphone decided to not work with me. All right, sorry about that. Yeah, I have like 3 different headsets, so I'm just gonna use this one.
Okay.
I think this one's a lot clearer. Yeah. Yeah. You don't have to worry about using this one right here.
All right.
Okay. Let's get back to it. I'm sorry.
All right. Your explanations of close S.
Like pretty much like you said, close slash is +2 on block, comes out in 4 frames. It's in the lineage of Guilty Gear. This move has always been +2. It links into itself on crouch and on standing. A lot easier on crouch, obviously.
Yep. Let's see. All right. Next is let's see. Next is far slash. Let's see. It is minus, I believe. Yeah, it is -6 in here. But it does lead into your Rekka here. Let's see. Unfortunately, let's see. You can. It's like jump cancel on hit, but not on. I don't think it's on jump cancel on block. I don't think so. Let's see.
Stream, please. How am I quiet? I'm basically eating my microphone.
Oh God. See.
Practically eating my microphone here.
It's like, oh man, like yeah, I got like Skype cranked up all the way to the max too. Jeez, man.
Try something here. My audio's maxed out also. So that's I don't know. My levels over here are like they're through the roof.
Yeah, like, yeah, my levels are pretty fine as well. I just don't. Maybe there's something else I'm missing here. Jeez. Like everything seemed just fine when I was like testing. Literally not even audible.
Yeah. Let me try something really fast.
All right.
I apologize, you guys. This headset was fully charged earlier, and I can hear Shinsen just fine, and we hear each other just fine. So
Yeah.
why this is an issue is kind of beyond me. I made sure to set up all my microphones and all that.
Yeah, it's really weird. It may be something on my end. I'm just not seeing. Jeez.
All right, give me one moment. I'm gonna mute my microphone, and then I'll come back with another one. 1 second.
All right, no problem. Let's see. All right, sorry for the technical difficulties, everyone. But we are getting on that. Let's see. Jeez.
Okay, how about that?
Let's see. Can you guys hear him? Let's see.
Check, test 1 2, test 1 2. I'm gonna move the microphone super close. I have this lovely Blue Yeti microphone. I'm just gonna go ahead and just garble this thing up. I'm gonna just eat the microphone, so hopefully you guys can hear me.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm trying to check with these guys here. Let's see. Okay, much more the same. More the same than ever. Jeez. I know. Like it's. It has to be something on my end. I'm just not seeing. Yeah, it's something on my end. I'm just not getting. Yeah. Like I. Let's see. I did some tests with quieter. Jeez. Like. Jeez. Of course. Not look. Yeah, I'm lowering the game audio as much as possible. That there's like a little bit of something, but not killing anything. Nah. All right. Can you hear him now?
Hello, guys. Hello. Please. I can't yell.
Yeah.
My lady's up there sleeping. I can't yell like that, man.
Let's see. Jeez.
Get into the chips.
My gosh.
Well, like I said, I have my microphone like legitimately.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm like. I got
garbling this thing, and I know that it can get distorted if I do.
Okay, it says it's better.
Okay. Well, then what I'll do is I'll just continue this way, and hopefully you guys can hear me just fine.
All right. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about the little catches or whatnot. But.
Hey, if it wasn't for you guys, you wouldn't know. So, hey, appreciate you guys.
Oh yeah, definitely. Let's see. All right. So. Okay, it's a lot better. Okay. All right. Well, let's see. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and continue on then.
So on // now, right?
Yep.
All right. So // like you said, in my book, this has always been like your go-to. Well, one of your go-tos from like maybe about this distance, and you're normally gonna buffer into like Rekka or Resho or teleport. You know, really huge. It has a very big delayed jump cancel window, like really long. As long as the animation's out, it's really, you have a lot of time to confirm that, you may not be too close. And obviously, yeah, it goes into Genro's aka leaf throw.
Yep.
So, really fun button. It just leads to a whole lot. So, I mean, it's definitely one of your primary buttons you're going to be using a lot.
Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Moving on, you have let's see, 5H. This guy here. Not really one of my favorite buttons that Chipp has, but it does have really good range. Let's see. Oh, can I turn myself down a bit? Let's see. Is that better? Let's see. Turn my mic down a bit. Let's see. Hopefully that's a little better. Let's see. But yeah, with 5H, it comes out 7 frames, -4. Well, of course, just like a lot of Chipp's normals, jump cancelable on hit. Let's see, which leads to a lot of.
You get a lot of shenanigans off that button.
Yeah, definitely.
A lot of shenanigans off that button. I am, if I'm going to interject here, I think this is the weakest version of this button, like, ever. Like, in this version, it's 10 frames, and that's 10 frames up from, like, 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Which is pretty huge. It lost the phantom hitbox that it had before. Like, yeah, it looks great, like, generally speaking, but there used to be a phantom hitbox in, like, the older games. Like, but yeah, about right there. It would hit generally from about right there. Like, there'd be a slight phantom hitbox. And see, I'm kind of inching my way forward. Yeah, it's like it's on his actual hand, or like a little past his palms that it actually hits.
Yeah.
So it's not, it's not what it used to be. Especially this used to be a great anti-air. You can take the trade and do a lot with it, but
Yeah.
Pretty partial to using that move, even in strings, except for like guard buildup and extending block stun, and of course going into alpha blade combos, especially on crouch.
Yeah. Yep.
But it's not. It's definitely not my favorite button in this version.
Yeah, I'm totally feeling the same way about that. Okay, cool. Things people say this is a lot better. So, all right, we did. All right, it was me that was killing everything then. All right.
Once again, you guys are great. We appreciate you guys. Doing your best, letting us know.
Helping us out. See, all right. Now next on the list is 2P. This guy here comes out in 4 frames, I believe. Yep, 4 frames. What's up?
It should be 4 frame plus 1.
Yep, 4 frames plus 1. See, what's funny about this is that I've actually like anti-aired people with 2P. Funny enough.
Yeah, that button's got a weird hitbox adjustment.
Yeah.
It's definitely for the better. It still does what it still serves its purpose as a quick starter on the inside, or kind of one of those, hey, sliding quick normals. It's really good for all that, and it's not jump cancelable, but you got the whiff jab, the throw, change and stuff. It's really strong. I will give you one of my trade things here. Now it's not super duper half man half amazing, but it's really good to stop throw attempts. Still in this game, in this version in particular, 5P whiff still goes into 5K, so you can crouch block.
All right. Okay.
That's too slow. Yeah, so what ends up happening is the 5P pushes out and people are looking for tick throws, and because it pushes out and you're still sliding, the 5K is gonna stuff.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So,
Let's see. Yeah, I could definitely get. Yeah, you're getting counter hit for that.
yeah.
Let's see, so
Yeah, that's something I've done since like Midnight Carnival, and I was always wondering why that was a thing. But I was like, hey, whatever, I'll take it. I randomly came across it, like, I don't know, I was matching somebody out doing something, I don't know, and
all right.
and it's just become a staple in my game. So just something that little tidbit off of 5B, little shenanigans you can get off that.
All right.
Pretty good.
All right. Next is 2K. This right here comes out with 5 frames. It's -1. Pretty much, it's your crouching low. Just like 2P here is not a low. It is a mid. But this right here is your low. So you just like try to open someone up, or whatever, or if you want an actual empty jump low, you had to rely on like 2K. But then which leads to a little basic pressure or whatnot, or if someone's like having to be blocking low or whatnot, it links into like 5K. It goes into 5K. So you happen to catch someone crouching low and they happen to block, you can just go for a tick throw if be it or not. But yeah, it's a very underutilized normal. No, you won't see it used too much, no, but it's definitely there and it serves its purpose.
Absolutely.
Let's see. Then you have 2S. This guy.
Can I start? I love this button.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so much like // 7 frames, this is also 7 frames. What I learned the magic of this button, and I mean this button is extremely magical. Like this button catches jumps, like on pre-jump frames. It stuffs, like when you're fighting Soul and you're doing like standard pressure, that's a better go-to button because it comes out. So even though it comes out in 7, the -1 off the Rekka, which we'll get into later on block, it serves a huge purpose because a lot of the pushback that exists. So it comes from 7 frames to 8 frames, doing some frame data math here.
Yeah.
And it counter pokes really well because you're hitting the button on the first, on your recovery, but since it's coming out in 8, it's like you're basically counter poking consistently.
Right.
So it's a really good tool for like, okay, pressure, alright, boom, alright, teleport. And then the pushback on it, oh man.
It's ridiculous.
It's like one of the most beautiful moves that he has.
Oh.
And it's great because it helps with your spacing, because spacing is very important with Chipp, despite everyone thinking that he's all these buttons. It's not all that. You have to know your spacing. You have to know. It's very, very important. And I'll quickly just touch based on this. The current location test has this move as a stag on a counter.
Oh God, yes.
My heart scared that they said that, and I was like, you know what?
It's like that is a huge
Yeah.
buff. That is a nice buff for the character, honestly.
Yeah.
Let's see.
But I'll let you take it away on your thoughts on 2S.
2S is actually one of my favorite buttons, honestly. It's it's got a deceptive range to it, so it catches a lot of people off guard. So you can pretty much do like pressure strings, like like that's just like literally just close S / 2S, like very very basic, but it has a lot of pushback, like it's just. And then Kenso pretty much already said everything else earlier. It's definitely it just catches people for at certain ranges. It gets your spacing going. It gets your spacing well done. Like easily one of my favorite ground normals in the game. Let's see. Then let's see. 2H. This button is something else. Like this button here, 2H. It comes out in 7. It's active for 9 frames though. It just said it has a recovery of 18 and it's -8 on block. Like it's like definitely good for like catching anti-airs. Like you can run under, like you can just happen to run under somebody and just catch them with a 2H. And if you get a good counter hit, you can jump up, follow them with a small air combo or something. And because it's so active, you have it has a lot of like give to it, and like how you throw it out there. It's so like we can't really combo it off of counter hit, but for instances, let's see, you can combo into it with a jump install. Black. Oh my! Oh, P. Duh. Yeah, you can like go into like an air series.
Now, a big thing about that normal is when you're fishing for counter hits, when you're doing it, you want to always hop and select into punch teleport. This way, if it hits, you get the punch teleport, you get to react and see the counter hit, and then you get to punish. Now, or you get the full combo. Now, depending on where you are on screen, if you want, if you're doing it like just straight on, like standing, when I say standing, like staying in place, you may want to use the kick teleport to readjust your spacing and change your side. So let's say if you're in the corner, you would go for that, and then the counter hit lets them float pretty long. So let me do something like dumb, like jump slash, and you just counter hit it to 2H.
All right.
So you got a lot of untech time there.
Let's see. Oh wow.
See, and that trade will happen.
Yeah.
That's the major reason why you're going for, the buffer. You're going for the buffer just in case the trade doesn't happen. If the trade's still in your favor, you're not really losing out in that regard. You're still going to gain the damage, and the trade is in your favor completely.
Yeah.
So it's definitely huge in that regard. And if you're frame trapping with it, what's really neat is you can go into any special move, and of course one of the cooler things to it is it still goes into sweep.
Yep.
So you can catch people with that. And it's really really huge. I think that's his best anti-air in the game. Like I feel that's his best anti-air currently.
Okay.
Other than nobody Shuriken, of course. I mean, the reward is a lot higher than Shuriken.
Yeah. Agreed. See. All right. We have jumping normals. I believe we're going into now. Yep.
We can't forget the sweep, right?
Oh, of course. 2D. This guy. This is my favorite button. If anyone's played against me, this is literally like one of my favorite. It's like a footsie tool. It gets you the knockdown. Allows you to go ahead and run your game. Let's see. 2D. Let's see. It's all the way at the bottom here.
2D is like 9.
Yeah, it's 9 frames. I know it's 9 frames and minus 7, I believe.
I mean, the negative doesn't matter.
Exactly. Also, exactly. Exactly. So, like, also you're low involved from frame 5 to 10. So.
Yeah. I mean, the dude can counter Pokey with slight involve. Like when I first found that out back in like Reload, I was like, I kind of like reeled back in my chair and I was like, damn, Chipp. Why do you have info on it? It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
I'm just gonna go ahead and keep that there. And actually, here before we jump on that, let's continue with the dust button. His dust is a new animation in this game. He busts out the ninja scrolls.
Oh yeah.
The range is about the same as the old dust.
Yeah.
Despite the new animation. I mean, that's pretty far.
Yeah, like I mean, he's always had a pretty far range dust, which is like you hear a lot of people like kind of jokingly around and say like it's a half screen dust because it has a lot of range to it, and also it's +1 on block.
Yeah,
So,
+1 on block is huge. So it's like, hey, you blocked it.
Uh,
Guess
uh,
what? I'll just go in the sweep.
yeah,
Yeah, 60.
exactly.
So
So
you're still in prime position for counter hits.
exactly, you're still at the frame advantage to throw something out there. Someone decides to press a button on it because it's like, oh, he just hit. I just blocked his dust. I'm just gonna go in and punish. Then they get wrecked for it. Let's see. Oh, I think we got a question in the chat. Let's see.
What gods do we pray to when we get hit by a counter hit power bunker? Well,
It's like, ugh. Let's see. I just kind of do it across the chest. Like,
yeah.
it's like, why you gotta ask the hard questions, though?
I have a good answer for this. Watch this. And I think I'm gonna make the stream laugh on this one.
All
You
right.
ever play Street Fighter 4? You know how Sagat does Angry Scar? And he just kind of like freezes for a second, holds his chest. So I hold my chest.
Yeah, because, like, at the end of the day, you kind of can't say anything because, like, if you get hit with, like, a counter hit power bunker, you were doing something at the wrong... you were doing something in the wrong time when you weren't at advantage. Or you placed yourself in the wrong position. Like... So yeah, when he says hold your chest, like Sagat, yeah, you have to hold that L to the chest because
You have to hold that.
like and like speaking of that, I'll definitely want to get more into that because it's actually in the mindset portion. Yeah, so we're gonna continue over with other buttons here, and then we can jump into mindset after that. Let's see. But yeah, we already just explained 2D and 5D. Let's see.
We still got 6K.
Oh, yep. Yep. Yeah. Yes. 6P. This here is a very controversial button with a lot of chip players. Yeah, a lot of people do not like the change, especially with me being one hit. Me personally, I love this button. It's just that it just takes some getting used to. Like literally, like you can because it has upper body involved, you can catch certain people coming in with jump ins, and just go into close S into knockdown. Like funny enough, I've even caught Kai's far S. I've counter poked it. I've counter poked Kai's far S. A couple of Kai's jump ins I've actually caught, and I was able to get a 6P going into knockdown. So it has its uses. It's just that it's not as forgiving. Yeah, it's not.
Really not.
It's a new chain. It's a big. You might as well just say it's a new normal, honestly. Because me and kids have had this discussion in a while, about a month ago.
So basically, I was like, dude, 6P sucks. He's like, no, I'm getting anti-airs. And I'm like, alright, maybe it's just me. And don't get me wrong, the move still does serve its purpose as anti-air. It's just not the strongest. To me, it's more of what it was in terms of running in, like what Shinsen said. Like when you're running in and trying to counter, it's a really strong counter poke when you're sliding in on somebody. When I say sliding in, when you're running and using your slide animation to actually extend your range, so you're sliding with the invul normal.
Yeah,
what I mean?
Like you just saw, we both did 6P at the same time. We invul through each other.
Yeah, so.
So it had it's got a point. It's got a point in big usage. It's just that if you're used to the old 6P, it's gonna take some time to get used to. You're not gonna be able to anti-air a lot of things that you were able to. But on the ground, you can definitely catch some stuff standing pokes. Some good standing normals, whatnot. Like I said, Kai's far S. I've straight up beat it. Because of the upper body involved 6P has. Let's see. All right. Along with that, we got 6K here. Probably not one of my favorites, but
I don't even know what to say about that move in this game.
honestly, this thing is not so fun. It's -1. It's Oh man, it puts you airborne and you're throw involved from frame 1 through 4. Like you're like but
All right, let me jump on 6K and let me. Okay, so I'll tell you from experience, playing reload, because this was a change in reload from XX. XX, this actually was just a mid. It wasn't an overhead, and it was a lot faster, and it actually stuffed a lot of normals.
yeah,
And what it did in XX was it caused knockback. It didn't. Like, it was knockback, knockdown. No ground mouse, nothing. But if you're in the corner, you would get a wall bounce, which I think in this version that should be like if it counter hits, it should either it should knock down or let you have.
I think you get knocked down off a counter hit.
It just holds them in place.
See.
And you can link a close slash if you're like the god.
Yeah.
It has to be super meaty in order to like land and to be able to convert. Now I know why they did this change, and they did this change because of let's see.
It's really hard. It has to be really midi. Like I had to be having 4 momentum to do it.
So the one purpose for this move, in all honesty, is danger time, because it holds them in place and you get to convert like hella.
Yeah.
I feel that's the only real use for it. Like, because even if you do land it, I mean, granted, this is Chipp, and his damage, his HP isn't that high, so of course it looks like a lot of damage, but it's really not. Like, the only time that's actually warranted. Okay, well here, let me take a step back and let me put it this way.
All
when
right.
when you have guard build up, the move is good. That's the only time it's good, but you have to spend to make it worth a damn.
Right.
So losing the properties it had from AC, much less anything he had previously, is kind of huge. I really honestly think that if it had the knockback and where you get the wall bounce in the corner, like that's fine to have a scaled combo and actually continue.
Yeah.
Versus, okay, I nailed you. It's like little damage, and then people just jump away because the positive frames are not very high enough to make, like something like 5H, which is 10 frames now.
Yeah.
Like, or even 6H to make it really, really warranted. You're forced to try to maintain pressure and keep them from jumping. Otherwise, you kind of let them jump, and it's like, well, I can 2H you, but then you can air dash away. I don't know. I'm very kind of on the fence about that move.
Yeah.
So,
You're not the only one. I'm not too much of a fan about it. You pretty much hit the nail on the head, and I already said my piece on it. Let's see. 6 heavy. This guy is very big. Causes stagger on a hit. Like not just. It's like it. Let's see. As I'm talking about this. 6H. Yep. It's like 17 frames of startup. -2. Let's see. It's pretty active for about 6 frames. Yep, it's active for 6 frames. So it's out there pretty. It's a lingering hit. It's a lingering hitbox, honestly.
yeah.
Like
You get a lot off that. Like you were going for the Tiger Knee Alpha. It's
yeah.
really big.
It's like it takes some practice to get used to, but it's just jeez. I can't do this right now, but pretty much you would do 6H into TK Alpha Blade, Far S, Jump P, Jump D to get just a quick knockdown. Let's say, but it's definitely one of those normals that just does a nice chunk of damage. I know that's on Chipp right now, but still, it does a nice chunk to anyone as a standard hit, as a standard attack, and it causes stagger. So if no one's on their game, you you can just jeez.
Get a great beat combo in there.
Yeah, get a great beat combo because someone's just not mashing out of it. Shouldn't be going for great beat combos, but people just don't catch it. It's so it has so it's definitely a good normal, especially if someone jumps in the air. If it cancel jump for a bit. Oh my god, where did that burst come from? but pretty much you get a nice combo if you anti-air somebody with it. It's let's see.
What I would suggest. I mean, yeah, you got the combo there.
Yeah.
You got the combo. It doesn't matter. Just make sure that you make it safe by doing Rekka first.
Oh yeah.
Because Shinkiro, I love that move, but
Yeah.
We'll, we'll get on the special move soon enough.
All
When we
right.
get to jumping notes.
Yep. So let's see. We got Jump P. This guy here is pretty good. It's probably probably is it his most active air normal? Like no, for like short no jumper kick. Let's see. Jump P. Um, yeah, it's active for four. Yeah, okay, I was right. Yes, it's active for four. It's lingering out there. It comes out really fast. I know 5p comes out 5 frames, but no, it catches. It's a good air to air for the most part. 5k is good too, but like no, sometimes you just get stuffed out of things for like various situations. So like 5p is like your go-to anti-air to like catch someone, trip it, like catch someone, meet someone in the air. Honestly, like that's my preferred to anti-air. Of course, you like know as we know, we are talking about it earlier, just a second ago. You have Jump K, which is no 6 and 2. Like it's definitely a really good button. Um, obviously hits twice, comes out in 6 frames. The second one comes out in the 2. So pretty much also helps with a lot of air conversions and whatnot. Let's see. Yeah, I can't say anything wrong about this normal. This really good.
That button it serves its purpose. It's one of your run underneath anti-air type moves. Like Shinsen said, this is jump jab is more your air to air, or jump P is more air to air. Jump K is like when you like hold up.
Okay.
And block. You'll be trying to string that in, and if you catch someone blocking, or you can go for your conversion combo off of that, and that can still be your block string, which is huge.
Yeah.
And you still have your triple jumps available. You still have your air dash available. Should you leave a gap somewhere in there to let that be the applicable. You still have access to Shuriken, so forth and so forth. Like there's a lot that goes on with that button.
Yeah. Is just like most air strings or whatever, you have to be pretty much tight on it, because if you happen to lax up a bit, you can be thrown out of your air pressure. But like the buttons kind of like linger together so well that you don't have to worry about it so much. Like that's why 5k is used a lot. When you're applying pressure to like most people, like you probably start off with jump E and then start coming down with 5k and letting both hits in, just repeating to itself, and then throw like a 5p in there, just so that like you can avoid that situation.
Right.
Let's see. Then you have let's see. You know what? Jump slash. This guy is a godsend and a curse at the same time. Let's see. There's a lot of things like I have my own little gimmick with it. Not seeing too much, but a lot of people may have seen it before. Let's see. Off of a knockdown. Like you can go for like tick throw setups off of a knockdown. Like if I can actually get over. Jeez. Yeah, like pretty much. Because of it has the new float animation here.
I'm not a fan of that.
Like it does help out with it's not too many people are happy about it, but it does definitely help out in like the air combo air combo area.
I think it works really great as like a fourth jump, if you will.
Yeah.
Because then, your air combo, like you showed, you get an extra lot. You get to reposition yourself properly with it.
Yeah.
So it's great as combo filler, but like I feel like as an approach tool, like it's only really at its best, like in certain situations, and it's very very like peculiar. But I think like if you're trying to approach, like your best approach for it would be to air dash with it, because it doesn't have a little bounce or a little hop that it gains normally.
Yeah.
So it functions like it normally would back in the day, but it's still hard to use the way they made the hitbox.
Yeah, it is.
I remember seeing a Chipp video recently where they showed Oki with it, where you get a knockdown, punch, and do stuff like that. And it's not bad, but I mean, you can just easily just hold down, and it's like all that's relevant.
Yeah, that's kind of the sad part about it.
But I mean, otherwise, I think it does. It has this. I mean, remember I showed you that Potemkin mix up. That's it works great for that in a lot of those instances. So I mean, it has its use. It
It's
just
it takes some getting used to, honestly. That's all it is. Like you're not gonna use it as you did in the previous version, but it definitely has its uses for like tick throw setups on wake up. No, you can cross people up off of throw. Let's see, it helps you with your air combos now because it helps you with like an additional jump now. So it's definitely still a viable normal to use, especially it's just the different situations now. Let's see now. Jump heavy slash. Let's see. Pretty much this guy here is a two hitting normal in the air or one hit depending on how low you do it. Let's see. This is gonna be like pretty much your knockdown Oki tool. Like like go into knockdown. You can get and like pretty much it's I'll let Kenso get into it before I get into other things of it. So let's see.
well, jump H is like it's pretty much your go-to jump in, like your jump in media attack. Um, it's fairly strong in that regard. I mean, you like you said, you can feint whichever hit you want and force people to stand. If you hit with it like super late, and let's say they block high, so block high.
All right.
You can go low, so they're expecting the two hit,
And then they don't
like that. They go for the second hit like that.
Yeah. But the thing is that because of how it works, it does make your corner Oki stronger, especially with like the new wall cling mechanic. Like for instance, I can put myself on the wall. Oh wow. And pretty much put myself behind it, in front of it, in front of you, behind you. It's like no, it becomes a very scary tool on knockdown, especially in this situation where you can even hit on both. No, start on one side and come out on the other.
Yeah.
That's that's where you can get scary. If you but that all comes with like no working on the wake up timing of an opponent. Yeah, definitely this is definitely a really good jump in. It's definitely a very scary Oki tool, especially in the corner. Even mid screen, it has a really good. It's scary because because of FD faultless defense cancel, which a few characters do have, you can position yourself to set up the Oki. So let's see. So I'll get into that after we talk about the last air normal we have here, and that is
Oh man.
this guy.
This is the best button.
Oh yeah, jump D. This you will see a lot of chip players using this because it's just damn good. Like it leads to getting the tumble on the counter hit. You get the knockdown, the demanding knockdown on hit. Let's see. It has his box is pretty good for what it serves for. Let's see. And because it just leads off to a lot of good things. Let's see. It's not. I wouldn't use it air to air, but it does meet as a good okay purpose for anti-air. I just use it more like an air combo ender. Depending on where I am in the air, if I hit someone with a jump D, they're gonna hit the ground, and they're gonna be knocked down. I'm gonna be standing, and I'm at advantage where I can actually just go ahead and either apply a pressure game or space myself out where I can a 2S into something. It just leads to a lot of really good stuff. Let's see. I think every chip player just loves this button that much, just a lot, because it leads to a lot of things.
I'm really, really happy that they actually buffed it currently. I know some people don't really agree with me about it, but I feel like if Soul can hit you with Fafnir from one side of the screen and run to the other and still get a conversion, Chip has to. Now, I'm not going to say this is it's not a really strong button. But, I mean, he's the fastest character in the game, and he can't always catch up to you.
Yeah.
He could do the teleport combo that they do have in the trial, but at the same time, you have to be a descending guy. So you can't be like, all right, I air dash and I did it. I air dash cross you over. So it's like, then you try to chase, and then
that happens.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You get hit because you were trying to go in, and it's like now they fixed it. Like I think they made the ground roll a little bit shorter. and they made the untech time a little bit longer, so he can convert now. Because more often than not, you're gonna go into the, for me in particular, I go into the instant air dash punch dust series so that I can keep and maintain like the corner pressure. So here, I will do.
Yeah.
That's just an example, but that's what I would tend to go for because I want to keep my opponent cornered and then start to kill. Oh, I can the corner, do all the cool stuff that he has now in Xrd. That's very, very important because in the mid screen, big damage isn't really all there. It's there, but it's only there if you have meter or it's under the right conditions. So a lot of your damage is very situational, but it's consistent for the most part.
See.
So jump dust is definitely the god, especially when you're faultless defense canceling, changing your movement momentum.
Oh yeah.
So it makes you hard to anti-air, and it's a very hard move to anti-air. A lot of characters cannot challenge this button. Like you have to use reversals. By reversal I mean like invincible moves.
Yeah, definitely. And speaking of faultless defense cancel, this is a pretty big part of Chipp's game, in my opinion. Pretty much what you're doing is that you're FD canceling this move here to jump 2K, which is I don't even think we even went over, which is funny. But yeah, this guy here, multi-hit aerial normal. Depending on certain heights and situations, you can combo. But like oh my gosh. But I wouldn't. It's not really one of those reliable tools you want to use. But it does help. Like it does stop your stop your forward momentum, which is what its purpose is in the faultless defense cancel. But if you find yourself, they end up having to block it. You have a lot of space behind it. You can alpha blade out even on block. It's just it's not really one of those normals you really want to throw out. But you're going to be using this a lot, trying to do the faultless defense cancel. A lot of people usually go from kick to slash. It's like a plinking motion. You're plinking kick to slash. Some people can do it with kick to punch. So you do you're plinking your down kick with another attack button, which would be preferably punch or slash. Let's see. But
Never done it with slash. I don't know. I just grown to when I learned it back in the day. When I read Japanese forums, they're like, yeah, punch kick. So I never even thought about using slash. I mean, I did eventually at some point. Like, oh, hey, you can do it with that button too. But it just feels a lot. If you're playing on stick, it might feel a lot more comfortable to do punch to kick to punch. So it's just your index finger and your thumb.
See,
kick to slash is more of a Street Fighter-ish style.
Yeah, it is.
Unfortunately, when you go that way, you go against the grain of the way your fingers when you when you roll your fingers roll from right to left. And when you're going from left to right, it puts a little bit more strain on your hands. So, but when you go kick to punch, it's your index finger and your thumb. So you're basically like you're popping your thumb, and it makes it a little bit more consistent that way. At least in my experience. I mean, I feel like do whatever works best for you. If you're playing on stick, there's nothing wrong with if you can do it anyway. You can hit it with any button. If I recall.
Oh yeah, I mean even heavy works.
Yeah. So. It's really up to you.
Yeah, it's all as long as you can plink the down kick with any other button or whatnot to get that faultless defense cancel, it works. My experience, I've had a lot of success with it with slash because it feels natural to roll from. For me, it's like a natural roll from going from left to right. And because I've done it with punch to kick, it just I don't feel too comfortable using my thumb that much because that's just how I play stick. I try to use my thumb as less as possible. But as we said before, it's up to you how you want to do it. There's no wrong way as long as it works. You're doing it right. Let's see. All right. Let's see. All right. Special moves. Let's see. Well, you know what? Before that, I want to actually throws. This character's throw is out. Pretty damn good. Obviously, just like every throw, you get the knockdown. It also helps you get started with your Oki. Let's see. Even the air throw, if you want to, you can go into a gamma blade into some pressure, a couple attacks into a mix up or something, or what be. And let's see. So and air throws are really big in this game, especially since they give you hard knockdown in the first place. And Chip really needs a knockdown in this game, in my opinion. Like he just thrives off of it. He gets a lot of momentum going for him in that way. It's not like no the only thing you should focus on, but it definitely helps you get things started and slowing down the pace to work into your favor, or gives you a little bit of time to figure things out. See, let's see, but yeah, see, but that's pretty much how it is. No, for throw, it's just like everyone else's. It's just that like Chip can get more off of it because he can OTG gamma or meaty gamma. No, like even go into like a find me or something like that. No, off of the throw, and like make the opponent guess. So it makes it very very scary when the opponent gets thrown by this character.
Yeah, big time.
Let's see, all right. Let's see. All right, special moves. Okay. All right, Alpha Blade. See, this guy here is like, funny enough, a mid. You don't have to block loader. You don't have to go loader block this at all. But yeah, like you can also TK it. It comes out much faster if you do.
Yeah, I believe on the ground it's 16 frames, on the air it's 14.
Yeah. Yep, that is right. Let's see. So.
And you can tell the difference in the animations because Chip actually like wipes his face.
Yeah, it's like like, oh my gosh, I just can't. Which, if you TK it, you can go into like an air series. Like, air series if you spaced well. Of course, and also speaking on Alpha Blade, there's also a follow-up, Alpha Blade Plus. See, pretty much can come out very delayed. It's still minus, but it's not as minus as raw Alpha Blade on the ground. Just, I know because you can only do this. You can only do Alpha Blade Plus, obviously, when you're on the ground.
Yeah, on the ground.
Uh-huh.
On counter hit, you get Alpha Plus gives you a wall bounce.
Oh yeah. Oh my bad. Okay, Chris block. Let's see. Jeez.
Just hit like sweep.
Okay.
And go into whatever you want. Like I said, I tend to go into slash Empire slash air dash punch dust for the wall carry. And I mean, there's a plethora of things you can do. That's just my preferred option, depending the situation.
Oh yeah.
Alpha Plus, I think Alpha Blade is very improved in this game, to be honest. I don't know what it is, it just feels better. Also, we should mention that when you run with this move, you have a lot of flow momentum, so you can actually make it safe outside of just raw doing it.
Oh yeah. Exactly. Like it gets you a little bit of extra space necessary. Oh.
This move is like super duper amazing against Potemkin. Like this is like when he's hammer falling. If you think there's a hammer fall coming, you just do that.
Oh yeah.
And it just crushes that move. And even though like what ends up happening is Potemkin's hands will clap down, like he's finishing the animation.
Right.
And you can actually counter hit him because it low profile so hard. So you can actually counter hit him and he'll float up, and then you can go for like a gamma or like OTG series, which we can cover matchups later. But this move has a lot of uses. I mean, on the flip side, it's one of those moves that it's high risk when you just kind of just toss it out. But I mean, when you have a plan behind it, when I say plan behind it, then like if you have meter, if you're just trying to escape, the running version or whatever, that's fine. You can also YRC the later half of block.
All right.
You can YRC the recovery.
Yeah.
Alpha Plus, which is really, really huge.
Yeah, it definitely helps. It's kind of like the reminiscent of like the FRC off Alpha Blade Plus from the previous game. It's definitely there. Helps assert like you can definitely go. Oh my gosh. Like for a quick tick throw, because they know that plus, if they see that plus is coming but you YRC it, it makes it really hard for them to react to that. But yeah, definitely a very good special move here. Definitely has its uses. Very good, much better in in this version than the previous one, in my opinion. All right, and then
Shuriken, I really want to talk about that.
Go for it.
Okay, I'm gonna kickstart this. So I'm gonna be that guy to go on record, and I'm sure you're gonna upload this, and I'm sure I'm probably gonna get scolded for this somewhere down the line.
All right.
By a lot of Chip players, but I think his DP, I think Beta Blade is extremely bad in this game.
Interesting. Well, why?
The hitbox is very bad, very very bad. Like, of course, like it serves its purpose like that, of course. But there are instances where like you're running and you're trying to like nail it, and the active side where the I guess where the shoryu's going up isn't as active, like say like AC.
Okay.
So like when you're coming up with it, it's very weird. I don't like it, and not to mention, I hate putting this out there, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it anyway.
All right, it's all you, man.
Okay, you guys, I'm gonna teach you the secret to punishing Chipp for using this move. If it's a clean one, then it's not a counter hit. All right, so what I want you to do is after you get hit by this, actually DP me
All right.
and just try to chase. Just non-running, just raw.
All right.
Forward tech is this move is terrible because forward tech is so strong in this game that you have to be you have to be ready. You use your invincible move and you have to so like I'm sure you can does not really warrant him a lot of it doesn't warrant him a lot.
It's not. Its reward is not good.
No.
Not
Like,
that. Not good.
Like a counter hit shoryu is better than a clean hit shoryu because it's like, man, I think I need meter to use this. Most people they generally hold back and they tech, but against Chipp,
Forward Tekken
just
hurts.
forward tech because he can't advance. Like if he hits you with a clean one, he has to retreat. Because if he tries to advance and they're just tech button, which tech button is really huge in this game. I will discuss that later. But yeah, I think his shoryu is really bad. I think his aerial shoryu is fine. It still serves the purpose of like the old games of like let's say AC. It's still hard to punish when you're running. I catch myself more often than not using that one when I'm trying to like break stuff up.
Oh yeah.
Like I'll tiger knee it and go for that versus the grounded one. Unless like running isn't as bad, but like let's say you're on wake up and you need this shoryu, like you absolutely need this and you don't have the meter. You use this move and then okay. So it then becomes their turn. So you reverse them, but then it becomes their turn despite you trying to tech trap them.
Right.
So also I should also put out there, it also has the same property as Midnight Carnival.
Okay.
Well, more so reload, like where if you use it as an ender in the corner, you're not positive. You have to end in just jump dust or something else.
Right.
Because if it doesn't kill, you shouldn't go for it. Like you really shouldn't go for it because you will just like it's just not in your favor. So for anyone out there learning him and ending your corner combos into like say jump dust into shoryu, just stop. Just end it with jump back, like jump up back dust, go into Shuriken or something like that, and just stay safe. Because unless it's gonna kill and you have meter like Roman cancel and say do alpha into wall alpha or something like that, just for like kill, just stay away from it. Like just completely stay away from it.
See,
it doesn't exist.
let's see. Like me personally, I will say that like the DP is not as good as it used to be, but I'm not one to not utilize the tool. So me like I will admit using just grounded DP that is scary. I'll admit right off the bat. Like it has its purpose, especially even if you have meter you can cancel on hit. But like as Kisil was saying, there's lots of ways that can get it to be punished, and like you just honestly that's why like a lot of people would go for the TK one, especially me.
Exactly.
Like
Exactly.
you're just better off using the TK one, honestly. Using the grounded one is like a risk in itself, but no, I can't really like argue against what Kinsel's like approach is on that. But like I said, I'm not one to like not say don't use it. But
Yeah, definitely still use it. Just be aware that anyone who's smart, and unfortunately, I kind of gave this one away, but anyone watching this, it is, in my opinion, a weakness. But it's only if it's grounded, ground to ground. If it's anti-airing, then it's fine. But if you're ground to ground and you're trying to break up without having any meter, then it's a little spotty. So I mean, the opponent can challenge the recovery. So just be mindful. It's not a bad option. Like I said, the TK one is fantastic. It still works great as anti-air. It's just when you're using it to break stuff up, you just be mindful that once you connect, just be ready to backdash or instant air dash away, and
Right.
just leave it at that. Don't bother trying to chase or tech trap. Just leave it at that. Move away. Retreat.
Right. Pretty much, it's the end all of the. It's the once you hit it with that, it's pretty much stop. All right, fair enough. All right. Like let's see. Oh, we already broken over both beta blades. All right, gamma blade. This move is easily one of my favorites. Because it has a decent amount of space where it covers on the ground. Um, like I was like almost half screen, and I was still able to like force him to block that. Also, if I remember correctly, Gamma Blade is +5. So yes, if they block this, like let's just like if they happen to like block, you do some pressure or whatever, and you just end it or whatever towards the end, you do like Gamma Blade, you can like pressure, like you can just apply a pressure. They're +5. Let's see, well, all right, wow.
Gamma is really, really great in this game. They did a lot of things to it that I think was phenomenal. For instance, the proration on the move isn't as high as it used to be. They did decrease the range for sure. It's not by a lot, but it does, like from Legacy. You can definitely see it. Like, there's a lot of spaces where it would actually hit, but I know on front end you guys are looking at like, man, what are you talking about? It's pretty far. Go play AC.
Yeah, if you play accent core, you'll be like, wow, yeah, this move's the range of the move did definitely get shorter. But like, not only does it is it +5 on block, you can in combo strings into that, into like tech stuff, OTG. No, you can just OTG them. No, it's like it keeps them in place, so like you can like apply
You can do a lot. Like take for instance, I'll jump really quickly on the YRC version.
Okay.
YRC version is basically freaking Sonic Boom. You know what I mean? or like a Gunflame. Like you're running behind it, but like it's even better than a Gunflame because it has the hold property.
Yeah.
So you actually get to convert off it, and if not, let's say that they block. So down back.
All right.
Now, I'll slow that down there. So basically, what happened was the Gamma YRC pushed him back and allowed for a cross up. So you can use that to your advantage off of YRC.
Yeah. Yeah. On block and with the YRC, it does help you apply with a very good mix-up tool. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even utilize it that way, but I know now. But see, that's what we're all here for.
When I told you Gamma is like the real juice, like that. Gamma, there's a lot to that move now. I mean, you toss it out. I mean, you're running behind a +5.
Yeah.
Leo, Poppy, hold on a second. My dog, Leo, stepping on me. He wants to play too.
All right, fair enough.
But that aside, Gamma is just a great tool. It's great for tech trapping when people are back tech when neutral teching. Not too great against front tech in this version in particular.
Yeah.
But, for those two options, it's really great.
Oh yeah, definitely. Let's see. All right. We're gonna go ahead and move on with Genryozan. It's different. Its actually input is different in this version than it was in the last one, because it used to be quarter circle forward kick. Now it's half circle forward kick. It's now half circle back slash. This move is not as good as it was in +R. They brought it back to what it was before then. Like now you can actually be hit out of it in this version. If you're careful about it, people can still jump out of it. Obviously. Let's see. Like for instance, let's see. Oh. Like, you can get bopped for it. If someone it catches you, throwing it out there. So you got to be very careful when you throw it out there. Now it's no longer strike and roll, unlike what it was in +R, and that's kind of I guess a lot of people didn't like that, so they brought it back to its old way of its uses now. But it's definitely still a good tool. For instance, you can wall cling off of it now. Like, you can do certain little combos off of it with meter cost or whatever. I got, ugh. It's,
That's the thing. Like that move now. Like I think this is arguably the best game Rosani's he's ever had. Now I know that plus R the striking bow is pretty huge, but I say this because the wall climb foolishness is like it's huge. The damage he gets off getting on wall climbing and stuff is like it's really tremendous.
yeah, it just,
Yeah, the strike info and all that was cool. I mean, you could still air throw it. I mean, most people like attempt you could just do jump D. Most of the players I played against back in the day, they just air throw. They don't even bother. And even in, like to be quite frank, I totally forgot it had the strike info and plus R. But YRC just to jump on it, like I say it's arguably second best in comparison to plus R because the YRC version has momentum.
Yep.
And you can do some pretty funky crosses with that. Or fish with jump dust, like.
alright. Yeah.
You also get. Okay, so in the instance where you were talking about how you can get bot for it, you can get bot for it if you just do it like if you're like fishing for that, you're just fishing for the grab. Yeah, you can definitely get bot. But I mean, if you're going for the YRC version, you can do a lot.
Yeah.
Or
Like,
even still, take for instance, I'm gonna try to do this. You can actually air throw.
see. Yeah, like YRC timing throws it a lot of it off. Like, no, that's what's one of the things that like helps out with that. Because how YRC works, it just see, like you're just gonna have to like call it out. But
It's one of those things to call out for sure. But you can definitely air throw them out of it. I'll just be that guy just for this time being really quick.
1 second.
I did that to Prusha. I did it to him online and I killed him with it and he was like, wow.
Yeah, like we're getting some frame delay. That's why I ended up going back to the room to like maybe change something up because like it was at like 2 or 3 and then it went up to 4 or 5 and I was just like, That's one of the reasons why I could not do the getting Rios on off the wall.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're kind of, but whatever. I mean, this is they're not too worried about it right now. Like I can show off some stuff later. But yeah. Gyriozan has its uses. It's a good leaf throw. You can use the meter to like if you actually contact with it, you can actually use the meter to if it's going to be the round ender or the game ender, then yeah, use the meter to go for the kill. Other than that, not really worth it. But you can also use like meterless in the corner to like get wall combo and whatnot. Let's see. Yeah, kind of can't really show it off with 4 frames delay, but. Like the simple combo.
Like that. Yeah, something basic. I mean, you can do way more than that.
Yeah, trust me, I've gotten some damage off of it. Let's see. With that we have 214K. This guy.
Find me.
This is the infamous move that everyone hates in this game. Pretty much, this version of Find Me is a major buff. He's literally off the screen for a couple of frames. Pretty much, you want to utilize this to help with your mix-ups. It makes it really hard for somebody to actually see you. And also, I'm gonna give away a secret for like some may have already known this, but for instance, let's just say we're at like Dragonia Falls, like Milia stage with all the water, right? Oh, when there's water on the map and you do this move, you no longer have a shadow. So people would usually have to like follow your shadow on the ground, as you can see here. Even though I'm invisible, I still cast a shadow. But in stages with water on it, that shadow does not exist. So
basically, you're looking for the animation. You see how he has the clouds behind him while he's running. You have to be searching for that grounded. And then when he leaves the ground, you have to look for those same things again. And it's like, okay, shoot, where is he at? Now, the mix-up, the real tricky thing is using the, I know this might seem a little OD, but learning the timing to where you're still, when you're phased and when you're not phased, to actually do your mix-up. So they can see you when you leave the ground, but they don't know what side you're on.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean, I know on one end that seems like very, very, like I said, like it's kind of OD and like, why would you practice that? But I definitely do.
Yeah.
Because I think it's very important because even in basic, Like you can see me, like I have the rhythm down to where you can see me go for the overhead. So naturally, people can block, but you know, you change the string.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Couldn't see the overhead.
But yeah, at the end of the day, yeah, exactly. So at the end of the day, it has a lot of really great uses because of its new change and the new property that it gives off. So it's definitely something to be very mindful of. And if you're gonna be using this, yeah, just as Kenzo said, learning the timing for it. Just like to go in for your mix-ups. No, sometimes you don't want to FD. You don't want to use FD cancel because it kind of gives it away, even if you it still gives it away even though you're invisible. I mean, it's like a flash, but still, like knowing the jump arcs for it while in Find Me does like help out a lot. It makes your mix-up even scarier. So let's see. All right, teleports. You have punch teleport. This guy here is funny because let me show you something. Maybe Kenzo doesn't know about this. Let's see. Where is fight change command button settings? Let's see. Oh wow. Well, at the end, I can't really show because I can't really go into the menu to change things because for some reason I can't get the. I'm trying to get the meat tension to go down to 0. It's not giving me that option here. But funny enough, this punch teleport keeps you in place, and you gain very minimal meat. You get some meter for this. No, it's not much, but you get something. Now that the cooldown's over, you can actually see him building meter, staying in place. He's not even get charged for negative penalty either. So, I've been watching, Indo use this technique a lot. Let's see. Ooh. But yeah. Let's see. But yeah. It's pretty. I was wondering why, he was doing this. I was is he trolling? No, he's chilling back, building meter. And then finding his time to actually attack. So it has use. It's definitely something that, may have slipped a lot of people's eyes.
Yeah, I didn't think too much of it. I was at one point, it looks like he's trolling.
Yeah.
But another end, it's well, there's got to be a reason for it. I didn't try to decipher it. I was
yeah. Right. I saw it in a video, and I was just wow, he's building meter. But yeah. He has 4 teleports in this version instead of 5 like the previous. He has punch teleport, keeps him in place. He has the kick teleport, which puts him in a set distance. No, even if you're far here, you won't go behind him, but at certain distances, you will. There's recovery on all of these teleports. Let's see. The kick teleport has 29 frames of recovery. The punch teleport has 21. Let's see. The slap. Am I reading that right? No. Punch teleport has 21. Kick teleport has 30. Slash teleport has 20, and high slash has 26. So okay, I was reading that right. All right, so pretty much, you're with slash teleport, you're able to come out a lot sooner with a attack or something, with an attack or normal. While with high slash, you kind of have to wait for it.
You have to wait a little bit.
Yeah, because the 20, because the additional 6 frames make a difference. Especially when you can see it when you're falling. But these guys do get you around some stuff. You can also YRC. You can teleport YRC react to if someone tries to jump around away or something. You can teleport YRC jump throw. It makes it no fun for the opponent when you have meter on deck.
Mm-hmm. On the aerial versions, I was very, very saddened that he couldn't fast fall. So YRCs, he gets that little bounce.
Yeah.
And I was oh man, I can't even drop with this anymore. I can't fast fall. I'm all Captain Obvious, but the left-right one is freaking godlike.
Yeah, it's pretty much because of how YRC works, it kind of makes the jump teleport not so good. The air teleport's not so good anymore, but it makes the other teleports really, really, really strong and very scary. Because, like I said, no one wants to get grabbed by Chipp because they have to deal with his nonsense when they're knocked down. So the fact that he can just do this 25 meter whoop and then just go for a throw, even a ground throw, because he's right next to you, it just makes it really annoying for the opponent to deal with you in general. But yeah. Also, at that note, because you're going for teleports, if you become very obvious about how you teleport, people can just straight call you out. Like, if I like constantly try to do S teleport on someone, I can like, I can get punished for it or air thrown. Let's see. Let's see. All right, you do it.
You know what?
You do the like you can just jump throw them. Like, it's just like no. It's no fun. It like it becomes very very painful for you in the end. Let's see. So yeah. Those are pretty much his teleports. They all have its very uses. The grounded ones are the ones you're probably gonna go for more so than anything. Funny enough, you can even catch like if you want to, you can like do high slash teleport YRC on if someone's in the air, you can like teleport YRC and then throw them. So like you can't really get the jump D like you would in a previous version, but you get a jump throw, so it works out. Let's see. All right, we're gonna jump over into the Rekkas now. This guy, like you have 3 Rekkas. We have. I want to say 4, honestly, with how it works now. You have cortical forward here. Then you have, and then you have another follow up there, which goes actual low. Let's see. And then you have the overhead, which is pretty much his classic Rekka. It's pretty much mid, low, high. And then also he has another Rekka, which is funny enough, a DP motion. Like for instance, I can. Like, yeah, like, more likely you're going to use that, like, Oh, wow. Like, it gets you that corner carry, or it gets you the wall stick, because, like, even though it doesn't send the opponent flying when they're on the ground, if they're in the air, oh, boy. You get some nice, juicy air combos. Like, oh, man. It's all fun. If you're, like, close to the corner, you actually get that wall combo. Let's see. Like you can set up little shenanigans like that, and like it just makes like, it just like but like this guy here is -1. This guy here is -7, and this is -11. Let's see.
And you're in counter state.
Yeah, you're definitely in counter state for all that. Let's see. But yeah. Shinryoko is this guy here, -14. But the cool thing about this move here, in the Shinryoko, is you get air options after this. You can air dash in, or you can you can air dash out. Or you can jump. You have 2 jumps after this.
Yep. So basically, it counts as a jump.
Yep. So it uses one of your jumps, but there is 12 frames of recovery, I believe. No, 16 frames of recovery. The 16 frames of recovery is -14. So it's if you whiff it, yeah, there's a chance you can get out, but there's still that time where you kind of just lag there and you can get punished for it.
But then you do the hot stuff. Yes.
Let's see. Oh yeah, that's one of my favorites. You can cross up if you do it at the right spacing. Oh man. Like, you can actually get a cross up into a combo, at least a short knockdown with 2D. So it's a lot of good stuff here. Let's see. Pretty much, we're just about done with like a lot of his special moves. All we have left is wall cling stuff. This is my favorite part of this character. Wall cling is now well, let's see, 6'4" instead of 4'6". But now you can actually climb up and climb down the wall now. You also have, yep, and so you also have a lot of options. Like your punch option, you have an alpha blade off the wall, which actually leads to like a combo ender. You have kunais here, which does a nice
level 5 moves that knock down on normal game. Hello?
Exactly.
Like the chip damage isn't really that high, the guard buildup isn't really high, it's really non-existent to be honest. But it's really huge in the sense that when you're running away or you're trying to keep, distance from your opponent, double jump or whatever, 1, 2, alright, you get that max height and you cover that whole range. I mean, the kunai is practically like 60.
Yeah. It's
And and you have that arc there covered on top of, you still have the air dash option and you still have the jump available.
Yep. Let's see. Like, you have the air dash, which can be dash canceled. Like, funny enough. Or jump canceled. If I can get it right. You can dash over, you can jump cancel over, and that's if you haven't used all your jump options. Like, you know, if you like 1, 2, you can't dash off of a double jump, but you can get like a jump out. You can 1, 2 air. You can jump cancel the dash. So like, you know, you lose your air dash option if you double jump before you go clean. But you also have this guy here. You can get Ryozan off the wall with a slash, and like it puts you in a favorable position because the fact that when you grab them, they're now in the corner, which is, like, no, their back is to the corner now instead of yours. And then of course you have the high slash, which is the anti-air version of Ryozan. So if someone tries to come up chasing you and they're not careful about it, because, oh my gosh, if they're not careful about it, you can snag them up. Yep. Let's see. All right. Yeah, let's see. I don't know too many conversions with it because I hardly get this move. Let's see.
You get the.
Let's see.
You know, this.
Oh yeah. Get some hot stuff. Let's see.
Yeah.
All right. And then of course, like, no, you can also just fall straight down, which is really good for like his Hoki in general. That's how you like get the side switch off the knockdown or whatnot, or if you want to stay in the corner. But yeah, like I showed it earlier. But yeah, he has literally 6 options off the wall. Unlike so he depending on what the situation is, you have something to like solve it. Even this, like, you can just jump off, and then of course if you're not too far enough, you can hit that jump S to get you that extra time to get on out of the way. So you get even further out. That's what, like, no other use of the jump S and not a lot of people are happy with, but it does serve its purpose. So you get out of certain situations, like, you know, if you happen like, oh, I messed up the timing for my Oki, like, you know, I might as well get out of here. Then jump out, and then you can use that S to cover up the space of them trying to like uppercut you, like come after you, whatnot. It gets you further away. So it helps out a lot. All right, that pretty much covers it for, yeah, that pretty much covers his special moves. Oh, Shuriken, this guy. Like, a lot of people did not like the slow Shuriken, but it's pretty good now.
No way, that thing is godly. That thing is godly.
Oh my gosh, dude! It's like, it's like the fast one's really good to, like, you know, for combo filler, but this guy can, like, you know, like, you have some really silly stuff, like you can cross up YRC the Shuriken. It's really, it has like a big box. It has a bigger box than what we used to seeing, and like, you can work around it, so it makes things very, very scary to deal with. Let's see.
In the Potemkin matchup, you know, I play against Jan a lot. It's a godsend because you can, like, you have all that time and it leaves you in guard.
Yeah.
So let's see. Toss. Oh wait, I have the fast. 1, 2, toss. So like, if you're holding back, you know, you can, now it doesn't do a bunch of damage. That's not the point of it. The point is just to have it out there on the screen to make them think about their approach.
Exactly, because like, even, and of course, like, if you're jumping, you have all this. They're on the ground. If they're not jumping up after you, they have to guess where the Shuriken is. And of course, if you're like familiar with the trajectory of where you threw it, you can actually set some stuff up for them, and like, you know, oh well, they might be able to punish me for this.
For example, that.
Bam. Yeah, I just got crossed up. And then he had a fast and a show Shuriken at the same time on the screen. So the Shuriken is really good in this version, even though it only does 1 damage. It serves a really big purpose into like the actual approach game. It makes things like you can have it to cover you, like, no, like both slow and fast. Let's see. So let's see. I hope I'm not forgetting anything else. Yeah, Shuriken, slow and fast, wall clings, went over all that. Yep, all the movements off the walls. I think we just go over into overdrives. Well, he has 3 overdrives in this game. Everyone knows, let's see, this guy here, Zansei Ryoga.
dunk at the end.
See, and then of course you get the cool new animation towards the end. A lot of people are not too happy about that because like you can no longer like RC it anymore to get some like extra stuff or whatever. But it, like I feel that the damage has gotten buffed. Also, I think it's a little bit better because it doesn't like no hey kids just block this. Like you get that full carryover, so it doesn't like leave you coming down at a certain spot like it did in the other one where you can like easily get punished. You can still get punished, but it puts you in a better spot now.
I have a little bit of beef with the move in this version.
Okay.
Just to note, like L thought unblockables. I used to try to use this as a means to escape it, but the problem with it is the startup is extremely slow, and the invul isn't until later.
Yeah.
So you get stuffed out on startup. So I mean, it's in all honesty, it has uses in terms of cross up. I'm not sure if you're familiar with these.
Oh yeah.
Or not, but it can cross you up.
Yep.
Out throws. It can cross up off air throws. It does work off. If you faultless defense in the air, it does cross up.
Okay. Yeah, I saw it.
From behind, it can.
Yeah.
When you faultless, it changes your block. It still has some gimmicky things for it, but right now to me it's combo filler only tool. And like maybe you catch someone air dashing like very foolishly. It's like okay, I read that. Okay, I'll just dunk on you real quick.
Yeah.
Damage. In all honesty, one of the trials is a 6P counter hit 6P 6H into that. That should be technically speaking, if you have the meter, that should be your go-to anti-air punish.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you should just make that a staple. Like don't think twice. Just if you can nail it, because you're doing around 200 damage plus, depending the character.
Exactly. All right, moving on to the next one. This guy here. This guy, the Ryuyaki, pretty much double quarter, like 2-1-4, 2-4-1 kick. It wasn't. It's pretty much could like be the end of you. It's still that way now. Luckily you can like combo it into sweep, and you actually get all the hits. But on block, there is a particular change now. Like, if the last hit doesn't hit, he doesn't go after with a DP ender. But if they blocked all that, their guard bar is super cranked up.
Yeah, it's cranked 100%.
Yeah. So, but yeah, like there's like certain combos, like I said, that if you end in sweep, you can add on a little extra damage if it's gonna take him out or whatnot. But yeah, it's pretty much like you want to, if you have like that quick short confirm that that you're not going to lead to any damage to kill, but you have the meter that can actually get you going. It's a good round ender, like if you can lead something into sweep. But it's nothing that you really want to throw out there at all.
I mean, it still has projectile invul. It still retains that. That's fine and all. My big thing about it, I think it's the most improved super for him right now because when you sweep and go into it, you get max damage. In Hellfire, it's super amazing. It's anti-burst. It's burst safe. They can't burst the super.
Yeah.
It works well in his I think it's trial. Oh no, it's not one of those trials. But I know it's one of those combos where it's the new combo ender for double super because it maybe only do 1 point of damage, but because you're getting juggled, you get hit by all the hits, and like the ender does a lot of damage.
Yeah.
It's definitely his most improved super. You should definitely. I use it quite a bit to end rounds. Maybe stack back up damage. The only downside to this super is like you don't get the advantage you used to get from the old games because it's a lot better now. Like there's a video I believe Final Showdown made where like this super just combos off of anything like / juggle, stand jab juggle. Like it's all connects.
Yeah.
Super so fast. The hitbox on it is huge. I think you should use the super quite a bit to, like I said, end rounds, rack up damage. I have a wall combo that you end with that, and you're doing about 250. Because that's why I say get Rozan in the wall.
Oh yeah.
Plus that move is like super amazing. So, I definitely think this is his definitely most improved super.
Okay, fair enough. All right, Baki, yeah, that was Baki Masai, and now the new super that they added. Well, it was in previous versions, and is like, EX version. Ryonagi. This move is like a great air ender, because Let's see. Oh man. If I can actually get it right. Alright, come on, Chris. Super. There we go. Hard knockdown. Now.
Okay, that's great beat combo. Sorry guys, online.
Yeah. Yeah. But at the end of the day, like this super does give you the hard knockdown for like most air combos, so it's a guaranteed hard knockdown ender. On top of that, like you can use it to like cross up potential. It's a lot of silly stuff you can use with it. Oh my gosh. But yeah. Like you can actually cross up because there's 2 rows of kunai that drop. There we go. 2 rows of kunais that drop, and they go quite the distance. So you can do like a knockdown to mix up, and then you land on one side, and the first row comes down. You can like do a kick teleport if they're like not paying attention during the while the second row's on the way down. They can actually get hit by that, and you can confirm into some stuff. So like it definitely has. It's honestly like it's easily one of my favorite supers. Because it serves such a huge purpose and allows more to add more to his game. It's
utility. Definitely lots of utility.
Yeah.
And actually, on that note, Stun Edge also confirmed that they made the second row of the kunai slower now.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that's actually very beneficial for a chip player, because like you can actually get a potential true reset mix-ups on that. So it helps out a lot at the end of the day. All right, and now we'll talk about the final thing here, like the instant kill, honestly, which in my opinion much more improved from what it used to be in the previous version, because instead of like being this pentagram star, it's actually a strike now. Obviously not something you want to use very often at all, if at all. Let's see.
I mean, he does have combos for it, but
It's all very situational. Honestly, it's all very, very, very situational. Honestly, you don't really want to go for insta kill with like any character unless like you have like all like the stars have to align just right for you.
right.
It's like no, like the chances of you hitting someone while throwing it out there, very low.
Yeah,
But honestly, I just wouldn't use it. Just don't use this at all. Because at the end of the day, if you whiff this thing, like if you have no tension to work with. It means you don't get no FD cancel. Like even if you miss it, it means you have no way to mix people up with FD cancels. You have no supers, nothing like that. You have to utilize on all your normals and have to fight it out that way. While the opponent may have a full tension gauge.
It's just bad news bears. Just don't do it unless you're confident in the combo. I will say this: I haven't experimented with it. There are uses.
Yeah.
For instance, if you blitz an aerial move, or any move for that matter, blitz activate, you can go into it and punish someone off of a blitz with that. It's actually not that bad, but I mean, it's just
right.
it's like I said, situational. You're not going to see it very often.
Yeah.
I mean, know your options, but don't rely on this one. This one isn't really like, it's not really a go-to. It's just know that you have it.
Exactly, honestly. And for like blitz punishes, it's usually like you aren't going to throw that out there unless you have the 75 meter, because if you're in Hellfire and you go into instant kill state, the screen actually freezes.
Right.
So that actually helps you out with certain situations. So if you have like 75 meter, you can burn blitz to like catch somebody in the air with the air one, then go right into instant kill off of that, and then you get the super freeze, and then you can like throw it out there and catch them. But at the end of the day, this is something you don't want to rely on.
You don't want to rely on it. Not at all.
Yeah. Shoot. But all right, we went over normals and special moves. I think it's about time that we get to the real deal, the mindset behind playing this character. And I'm going to leave this to Kenso because he can explain it much better than I can.
Alright, so I took a lot of time to actually think about saying this. So bear with me if I kind of ramble on about it. But
okay.
First things first. you've hit the character select screen, you've picked Chip, you learned all the combos, you know, you can hit everything you need. Now, what should you be thinking about? Well, first off, you have to remember you have no HP. That's the first thing. And with that being said, it's very easy to get demoralized when you get hit by the biggest combos in the game, or you get stunned, or, you know, someone randomly mashed you out and you died for it, you know, and you're like, man, this sucks. Like, man, I did everything right, but you mashed and I died. You have to understand that comes with the territory as long as you select Chip.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a part of him. And I've played this character for a decade, just about, if not a little more. I mean, it's very, sometimes it can be very, very demoralizing. So you just have to keep your spirits high and, like, don't get too frustrated. It's very easy because, like I said, he dies fast. So concentrate more on improving your overall mind about it. And with that being said, like, don't be too hasty to burst because you know this is going to kill you. Sometimes just hold on to it. You know, the psych burst is a big thing in the game. So if you show that you're willing to take damage, they're not gonna, you know, they may drop their combo, they may not. You know, it's still a gamble, and as a Chip player, your burst is extremely precious.
Yeah.
Like, it's more precious to you than any other character in the game, and it's something where if you can keep your mind strong in that regard, your success rate will be a lot higher. And for that, I would even suggest, if you're learning Chip starting out, you know, just burst. Round one start, burst. Instead of dash away from your opponent, burst. Get that out of your mind. Don't think about it. Learn to take damage. Learn to deal with the situations. And when you get your burst, then you think about how you want to use it. Because when you don't have it, you're not thinking about it. You're just like, okay, how do I not get hit? You know, so that's one key thing. Also, you want to learn how to be evasive. You know, his movement is the strongest tool. Like, triple jumps, air dash. I mean, he's the only character in the game with a triple jump. He's literally the fastest character in the game. His normals are absolutely amazing. Like, there's really, on paper, there's nothing bad about him. The problem with the character is the pilot. So you have to be strong with him, and you're gonna run into a lot of things. Like, listen, I'm just gonna be honest. I've played this character for so long, I've ran into every situation possible, you know, face first. I've had the frustration, you know, like, I believe I have I know I have a video. Chip 1301 from Accent Core, you know, it's a 7-minute video that has, each minute is 1 year of my life. I give you that. You know, my frustrations and things that I figured out, and, you know, there's still a lot more that I didn't put in there that, you know, I kind of want people to figure out on their own, and, you know, definitely challenge the things that I did, and, you know, come with some more. You just have to understand you have all the options. It's how you use them. You know, sometimes you can get frustrated because, you know, you have all these options, you don't know what to go for, or you keep, you know, recycling through the same things. You know, try to keep it fresh. You know, you have a mix-up character who has the ability to just not just mix up. He has the ability to do nothing. Sometimes a Chip player is scary just by doing nothing. You know, it's not always like, when you play Chip, don't think about running in and hitting all the buttons and doing block strings and, like, yeah, it's cool, you know, I got you locked down. I mean, they'll mash and they'll do damage. So it's okay if you're hitting all these buttons and building risk gauge, but if you're not landing a clean hit, or you're not mixing up properly, or you're just being very redundant, then you become repetitive, and then your Chip play can't shine.
Yeah. Exactly.
So you want to constantly keep it fresh. Sometimes, like I said, just do nothing. You know, it's okay to do nothing. Like, it took me quite some time to get to that stage. And even now, I'm probably like the oldest Chip player, other than, say, probably Majin, I guess. And, you know, there's quite a few others. Majin, BZB. I know BZB was playing like Slash. I know Majin's been playing since Midnight Carnival, and there's quite a few others, you know. But I think I'm the only one that was like active. That's active at the moment, other than Majin. Well, no, never mind. That's moreover. Let me stay on point here.
All right. Yep. All right.
It's just when you're playing him, like I said, just concentrate more on improving yourself, like improving your movement, improving your button placement. Learn how to counter poke with them. Like, you have amazing counter pokes. Sweep is amazing as a counter poke. You know, far slash amazing, 2 slash amazing, 6P amazing. 6H has its uses. Like, when you're running and you're sliding in with it, like, that thing covers so much range. You know, they can potentially run into it, so you can make them run into things just like how they can make you run into things. And also, don't forget, faultless defense cancel isn't just used just for OT. It's also used for your move. You can halt your momentum. You know, take advantage of that. You know, double jump. Okay, halt. Okay, halt. Okay, cool. You know, it looked like I could have crossed up, but I didn't. You know, now granted, you can get anti-air. Yes, this is true, but you have 2 jumps. So if it doesn't look good, get away. You don't have to attack.
Oh yeah.
Like, your movement, like you basically you can play like you know I used to call it Tom and Jerry. You can play cat and mouse. You know, you can be like, ha, I hit you. Now it doesn't have to be big damage, but you can force their hand. So you can also play a cat and mouse game. You can play a very oppressive rushdown game. It's all about mixing and matching, you know, the styles. Like, no 2 Chipp players play the same. Sumito and Endo don't play the same. Me, Sumito, Endo, Shinsen, freaking, you know, BZB, Majin, we all don't play the same. We all may have the same objectives, but how we get to the objectives, you know what I mean, is all just different.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much to like add on to what Kinso's saying. He may have more, but I don't want to say this. I've been playing this character since like Exacore Plus, so I'm fairly new as a Chipp player, and so everything he's saying is actually like the real deal. I've had my struggles quite a bit, especially playing in a powerful scene. Like there are very, very powerful scenes, like you know, like Chicago, Houston, New York City. Like there's quite a few areas in general, and like being in a powerhouse scene and learning this character is no fun at all. You get hit a lot, it hurts, and like you just see like just health just literally you just see a health bar explode. It's no fun. But like you kind of have to have like a really solid mindset playing the character. You can't just like do what like a lot of people just aren't gonna let you do what you want. You have to find your ways to work around it, and this character has all the tools for that. Like the thing is, this character is all his tools are in your hands. So it's all about how you utilize what you have, in the match. Because yeah, you can like, I got all these cool normals, blah, 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 blah. But if you use the wrong one because you're not paying attention, that could easily be the end for you. Or put yourself in a bad situation, like in the corner against a character that's just like very oppressive on pressure. Like, you just don't want to deal with any of that. And that's, and like, pretty much that's why, like, we harp on like movement being a really big thing with the character. Like, you have all the jumps, you have all these teleports. YRCs now is a thing, which helps out Chipp amazingly. Let's see, just like FD canceling to like change your approach, jumping stalls. This character has a lot of mobility and momentum. Like he can definitely carry the momentum in his favor. Easily. And so like you have all these tools, but you do have the lack of health. Let's see. Oh yeah, nice. Like he has a lack of health, but he has literally like one of the largest tool sets in the game. Like so, and because like and so you have to utilize that. You have to utilize it properly. So
I mean, every decision has for every decision you make, you want to have a reason for it. You don't want to just, I ran in 6P. Well, why? Well, okay, what character am I fighting? Know the normals, okay? What can I beat with 6P? What can I beat with 2 switch? What can I counter poke with sweep? If I space Rekka, is this going to punish this? You have to be constantly thinking about those things because he's the one character in the game, in my honest opinion, in the lineage of this game, where literally everything matters. Like everything matters. Everything. Spacing, how you place your normals, where you are on screen, how you catch up to people, what normal did you use at that specific point? Can you recover from that stage? Again, a big thing about it is even though you make the right decision, but you got punished for it, don't feel bad. Just learn the timing. Learn situational awareness is super duper important in fighting games. And Guilty Gear is one game that really relies on that. And if you're playing Chipp, you need situational awareness. Like you need to sit in the training mode, especially this one. It's really good training mode. You can record 3 different mix-ups or 3 different scenarios, and you can cycle through them randomly and learn how to punish on reaction. So like, you're at no shortage of getting good at the game, and then that play is really strong. So.
And like
just get in there.
And you have video footage, like especially with like YouTube and now like this new website Keep On Rockin'. Someone's actually taking the time out to put every Xrd video, every match, every character. Shouts to Doug. Like he's out in Canada, like doing that thing he did that for us. So like there's literally no shortage of of tools or utility that will hold you back. It's not like it was back in back in early 2000 where you had to like sit down and like upload the like next video and take like 2 hours because no you're on like broadband or something like that. It's no longer like that. Internet's a big source. Heck, even Twitter is a good access. I mean, like funny enough, I talk to Kenso on it all the time. I ask him, like I hit him up on Skype every once in a while. No, I even hit up Samito for a couple questions. He reply, like even the Japanese players that reply, like even if they're not good at English or if you like translate with something, they like a lot of those guys are very helpful. So like there's literally no shortage of information. It's all out there. You just have to like go for it.
Yeah, I mean, between myself, like I said, a lot of other chip players, like I'm not active on Dustloop as much, but when I do, I do say my piece. I'm primarily you catch me more on Twitter and Facebook. You know, like I said, I have no problem answering questions, even like off the stream. So, Bad Shinkensu, what you see in the title here, you can follow me there. If you're not already following Shinsen, follow this guy. I mean, he also helps run tournaments over there with Frosty Faustings.
Yep.
So, I mean,
Help out with Frosty Faustings. We even do our weeklies here or whatnot. Like
yeah.
like honestly, yeah. All of us are very easy to get to. A lot of us are very approachable. Oh wait, shouts to BZB for getting second at their first Xrd tournament. Didn't know about that. Good stuff to him. Shoot. But yeah, everybody's putting in work for this character, and a lot of people like the more that's out there, the more that we know, and the more we like people can share with each other. So, pretty much, no, we help y'all help us. Like it's literally a networking circle. This is how you like get your knowledge up, which is how you level up. You know, so yeah, like no, pretty much no. As I think that pretty much like covers mindset, I believe. So I think that's pretty much mostly all the basic stuff I wanted to go over. Unless there's something else that you think we should discuss.
Actually, I'll toss a couple little snippets in here about mindset really quickly.
Okay.
Don't worry about your HP. You can die at any moment. You just need to know that. Okay, you just need to know you can die at any moment. So like, it doesn't matter how much HP you have. You still have a 4 out of 5 guts rating. So when you get in the guts mode, like you're still okay. Like, all you need to do with this character when you're dying, go back to neutral, regroup, think about your approach again before you get back in there. If you have to take your time, you do it. You don't just run into things and you don't just kill yourself, because that will happen because of the nature of Chipp. It's just a part of it. It's an unfortunate thing. It's part of his design flaw. A lot of Chipp players, unfortunately, they kill themselves on accident. It's never on purpose. You don't intentionally mean to run into this normal, or you don't mean to run into this super. It just happens. On top of movement, I should also put out there, I don't always have meter because I'm constantly, alright, I'm an FD stop. I don't want to do this. Okay. Run FD stop. Yeah, it does hurt your meter gain, but you're constantly using FD stop to stop, your momentum to do okay anyway.
Yeah.
But if you're constantly doing this and using FD to put yourself in command block, you will eliminate a lot of the stuff that you would get hit by randomly because you're putting yourself into command block.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind as well. It's very, very important. Very, very important for your mix-ups. Very important for just moving around, staying safe. Like a big key thing about him is it's like staying safe. I mean, you know what? Quite simply put, think of faultless defense as like, it's a freaking condom or something. Like you're about to go in, but you ain't going in raw. Whoa, hold on.
Yeah.
Shield yourself. Make sure everything is safe. Your whole key is to attack. Here, I'll give you a snippet. When I met Rue for the first time in 2006, and we had a talk about Guilty Gear, and it told me about how Japan looks at Chipp and certain things. Not even just Chipp, just how to approach like your attacking. Attack safely. Think about attacking safely. Putting normals in spaces that are, where you know that you're gonna be safe, and the punishment is very, very minimal. So, keep those things in mind. Keep in mind your competition. Stay up on your match videos. Look at what other people are doing. Like I said, I named 5 different Chipp players. None of us play the same. Not one of us. But actually, I have a question in house. 1 second.
All right.
What's up? It's just a big one, dude. Well,
All right.
all right. I think that can end it about mindset.
All right.
Shout out to Roy KH Royale.
Yep.
Shout out to Roy Young Royale. That's my
Yo.
homie from Houston.
Okay, that's what's up. Shoot. But yeah, like I got one thing to say before I shut down the stream, and that's pretty much like, don't get discouraged. This character is very difficult to learn, but he has a lot of very fun aspects. This character is pretty much like, I will straight up say this: I've been playing fighting games seriously since 2010, but casually and like since 2003. This is easily the most fun character I've played. Win or lose, no. At the end of the day, I have fun playing this character. And winning is so much rewarding. Losing, you learn from so much. And so, like, no, if you genuinely have fun playing Chipp, you got to be aware of all your tools, as we already discussed and talked about. And you have to just be very aware. Stick with it. Yeah, that's the best way to say it.
Don't get this. It's like I said. You look at here we go. Let's do this right here.
Right.
And, all right. Man, my damage. Oh my god. Why does it hurt so much? Oh look, I'm about to die. I can't make any more mistakes. That's fine.
But oh yeah,
minimize your mistakes.
Yeah, but here's the thing. That's the big thing. Okay, I straight up forgot about this. Just because you're low on health does not mean that you're out of the game. As long as you have tension, you can do anything. You can run it back. Like some of the greatest comebacks come from this game. Like literally, I'm serious. Like I've had 5% HP runbacks on people who hit me with full health, and just because I had 50 tension, I was able to play it smartly and run it back. And I did this at UFGT 10. I was in a pools match, and I was fighting against a Johnny player. I didn't know how that matchup goes. I struggled against it, but I lost the first game 2 straight. And then the second game, I went in down a round, and then I got hit with something juicy, and I got literally 10 or 5% left of my HP, but I had 75% tension because of how I was moving around, and I got build up from getting hit. I was able to run it all the way back and then take that set. I ended up advancing after that, but because I was I know my tools. I know what I'm capable of. I have an idea what this player likes to approach with. I have all this meter. I can do this as long as I play it right. And I played it right, and I advanced. I went on ahead and went to the next round. And a lot of people were really, really impressed about it. They're just like, man, you ran it back with Chipp like that? I'm like, yeah, you can. You can do that with any character. But with Chipp, it's you have a lot.
The king of outplay.
He is. You can do any of the craziest stuff with this character, especially with the meter, especially with meter gain now. I think meter gain is bigger in this version, in my opinion, but there's more to it. But yeah, if you keep at it, keep the right mindset with it. It doesn't matter if you don't have a burst. It doesn't matter if you have low HP. If you have that tension though, you good. Things just things kind of get rough when you are lacking tension. But even then, as long as you got keep your defense up, you can find ways to get out of certain situations. So Chipp is easily a down but not out character. So at the end of the day, I just want to say, don't let the health bar get to you. Make sure you just utilize all your resources and keep a calm head, and you can run it back.
Absolutely.
See, but
Is that any better?
Yeah. I think that's about it for me. Let's see. Kenzo, you got anything else?
Don't quit Chipp. He's badass. If you quit him, then it's just gonna be the same 5 guys.
Pretty much, we there's only 5 or 6 of us, man. They're actively playing this character or showing off what we can with this character, and because this character has potential, and you can utilize it. So yeah, just if you were looking into this character, it is it's gonna be tough, but it's definitely doable. I mean, seriously, Arc Revel had 4 chips, 4 chips in there. So
they all died at the same spot.
Oh no! There was one that actually got to the second round, but he lost. Here's the thing: he got knocked out by the guy who won the whole thing. So
okay, that's fair. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, like no, it's a little bit of a struggle, but I mean, like no, like you can definitely get far with this character. You just gotta play your matches right. You gotta approach right. You gotta make sure that you're thinking smartly, safely. When you approach, you do it cautiously. You're thinking about your actions. If you get hit, think about it like where am I gonna be at? Like this is a situation I'm in. What do I got? Just use your tools. Just don't freak out, because if you freak out, you've lost. Period.
I think this will be the last thing I'll say.
Okay.
And I'm gonna sound like an old man here, but that's okay.